is what it looks like when we try to clean off all the debris from the top of the slides. Crazy!
We finally made it to Texas after all of the struggles that we've had with our steering gear, with trying to get off the ground from Colorado, and on the way to Texas through New Mexico we had spark plugs popping out of our engine, and that was a whole ordeal. But we ordered an insert kit, got the engine drilled out and put new spark plugs in.
Picture broken down on the interstate.
Yeah, but we made it to Texas and we are here. We're at Lake Brownwood State Park.
Yep.
Just south of Abilene, Texas. As you can see behind us right there, there's Lake Brownwood. It is absolutely beautiful here. So we are currently hiking down the fishing pier trail. Not sure where it's gonna lead, but we're gonna go check it out. So the trail just got extremely un-stroller friendly, as you can tell. So we won't be taking a stroller down that by any stretch of the imagination. So we're gonna be heading back up to our campsite with our stroller, and we'll have to check out this tomorrow. There's August, the happy baby. He's always so happy. Look at that smile. Smiling little baby.
Mama, this is Cliffy.
Is it Cliffy?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Cliffy. See that cliff?
Cliffy?
Right? Yeah. See that cliff right there?
A cliff. So
Yeah.
it's Cliffy.
Yeah, because that's why there's a crack right there.
Oh.
Yeah, and we can't get out here.
We can't?
Yeah, because we have to go see the water next time over there.
Over there.
Yeah, because this side is too thicky. And we can't get
cliffy?
down. Yeah, and we can't
Cliffy.
get, yeah, and we can't get down.
Oh. What if we just go back the way we came?
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the end. Wow, it was a torrential downpour last night. I think some of the storms spun off Hurricane Florence off the East Coast and are headed over central Texas at this point. Or at least maybe not some of those, but some that were inspired by it. Nonetheless, it was raining like cats and dogs last night. There were about 4 inches of water around the trailer, but thankfully we're on the top of a hill, and so most of it flowed downhill. That was interesting, but got some good sleep, and we're ready to hit the day.
We get asked all the time some of the struggles that we have living in a trailer. And I have to say one of the biggest struggles is actually just the kitchen area. It's just not very big. obviously. We have a nice big kitchen at home. And doing the dishes is actually just one of the biggest nuisances because we have so many dishes all the time. And honestly, it's just like when you don't have full hookups, you just sit here and listen to the pump, you're trying to conserve water, you're just like hoping and praying that you can get all the dishes clean on as little water as possible. So when we do have full hookups, I love to take advantage of getting all the dishes nice and clean and giving them extra rinses just to make sure, which is fantastic. So one thing we love about being in the RV is just that the dishes don't have a chance to pile up on you. So because you're in such a tiny space, it's kind of nice. You just bring what you need. We have a few sets of dishes, and then every night we just do them, or every morning right after you eat. And it's super quick to do, so super handy. You get to go out and enjoy wherever you are more instead of taking care of this big house that just kind of just feels like there's always a mess in. Here it's just like, okay, we can clean the whole trailer very quickly and get outside and go do what we want to do. We also wanted to share that we are going to be doing an RV tour soon. I know some people have been excited to see what the inside of our little tiny house looks like, so stay tuned for that.
So I forgot to pull the gray tank valve, and we gave the kids baths, washed dishes, did all of that, and thankfully I decided to check the levels just to make sure. So we had to come down here and pull this gray tank valve, and it comes down the sewer line there. As you can see, there's quite a bit of gray tank flush after the baths that we gave and the dishes we watched and such. So glad I checked that, because I don't really know what happens if your gray tank fills up too much and keeps on filling. Maybe it just comes up the sink or something. I don't know really what happens, but not too interested in finding out. Maybe I'll search about that and see if anyone else has had that trouble and see what happens with that. So we are wrapping up our stay here at Brownwood State Park. Really only stayed here one night on our way to McKinney Falls down in Austin. So we're gonna be heading out today to go down there. Arrived last night, and we're gonna see if we can't go check out the fishing pier and see some of the things to show you. Really wish we could have explored this park more though. It's fantastic. Hopefully we'll be able to back by this way sometime soon and get a chance to explore it better. It looks like there's volleyball nets, there's mini basketball hoops. We were looking at the map. There's quite a few things to do around here. So not really sure what kind of fish this lake has. Maybe we'll find that out down at the pier. So hopefully we can make that happen before we have to head out and get on the road. A little bit of weather coming again. Don't really want to drive in that, so hopefully we can dodge the storms.
We are getting the trailer ready right now to roll, as we call it, to McKinney Falls, and we kind of just go through. We have a checklist in our head. I do inside, Nolan does outside. Just getting all the dishes clean, get the sink full of stuff that can hold and ride safely, close the windows, and yeah, we'll do another video later on what exactly we do to get this roll ready. That way you can kind of see what our checklist is.
So before we start rolling and pulling in these slide outs, Amanda had a great idea, which was to take the GoPro and the El Grande stick and take a look up there and check and see if we had any debris, which it looks like we do. So we're gonna have to try and figure out what to do about that. Maybe we'll just pull it in and see what happens, probably. We don't have a ladder on the back of this RV, so we're not really sure how we would get up there to clean it off unless I was to climb on top of our vehicle or something, but that doesn't seem like a very... Well, we can't get up next to the trailer to do that without driving on the grass and the mud and ruining the park, so we don't want to do that. So I think we'll just pull it in and see what happens. Alright, so actually I think what we're going to try to do is throw a hose up there and rinse off the tops of the slides. We'll see if we can't use the stump behind me maybe to get up there high enough, and we'll see how that works.
it looks like when we try to clean off all the debris from the top of the slides. Crazy.
Going down the pier to go fishing?
Yep.
That's cool. This is a neat lake?
Yeah.
That looks pretty neat, huh? So we're gonna come out here and throw a couple casts off this fishing pier.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna catch anything. He's got his nice toy fisherman's pole with the little practice caster.
Here.
Oh, there's a fish just jumped.
What?
There was a fish that just jumped out there. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, be careful when you get out here. You don't want to fall off.
No.
Daddy does not want to go swimming today. All right, buddy. Yeah, give it a cast. Can you do it between those bars?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That was a great cast. $2.49 a gallon. That is an awesome reason to be in Texas. Because this is a 44-gallon tank in the Ford Excursion, and as you can imagine, that gets pretty pricey pretty quick. So having a lower cost of fuel, which I think in Colorado right now it's a little bit more than $3 a gallon, so we're saving, you know, $1 every 2 gallons here already. So that feels good. So we made it to Brownwood, Texas, and this is something that we're not used to. This is a fairly good-sized town. I mean, there's all kinds of restaurants and stores and hotels.
TCBY even.
It's not a small place. I mean, it's not a huge place, but it's not a small place, and there is no Verizon coverage. We have full bars, but we are on extended X1 or extended 1X, and no data. So weird.
Yeah,
so
we don't
weird.
know who covers this area. I mean, someone obviously has to.
Yeah, I mean, we've been all over the country in different parts of the country, and we've never seen a place that Verizon has zero coverage.
There's a McAllister's.
It's so wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So if you know who covers Brownwood, comment below.
Yeah, put a comment if you're from Brownwood or you know Brownwood, Texas, who covers it, or you want to Google it. However you want to figure it out. Leave that in the comments. While we're talking about comments, there's something else we want you to comment about. So we've been thinking of a name for our trailer. We don't get too big into names for vehicles and such, but recently with little kids, we've started getting into it because it's more fun. Hey Hudson, check that river out, buddy. Whoa, that looked like a scene from Jurassic Park. It's so green and so lush down here. Anyway, names for vehicles. So the big green Ford Excursion.
That's it called it, E-Rex.
Yeah. Is it the E-Rex, Hudson? Yeah, why is it the E-Rex? Because it's green? Is it big? And what else? I don't know what to say. So it's big, it's green, it can tow the trailer. It's the E-Rex, you know. So funny name for the Excursion. He's really strong, huh? So now what we need is a name for our trailer, and I think we've arrived at the name Heidi because it's a hideout trailer.
By Keystone.
So Keystone Hideout. Again, we'll have an RV tour video coming shortly. But Heidi, we are at an impasse as to how we want to spell this name. So I don't want to tell you who wants which type of spelling because I don't want there to be any favoritism. Amanda is far more connected online than I am, and so, you know, if if we tell you who's
Pick
spelling.
right.
Pick the right one, yeah. If we tell you who's spelling, you know, there's like 10 to 1 Amanda fans. And so I will just lose. But Amanda's gonna tell you the 2 options that we have for the name Heidi. And you let us know in the comments below which one you'd prefer or you think is a better name.
Option number 1, Heidi, spelled H-I-D-E-Y. So like hide with a Y. Second option, Heidi, spelled H-I-D-E-E. So hide with an extra E at the end. Comment below which one you think. Pick the right one, don't forget.
And let us know who covers cellular data in Brownwood, Texas.